Country dance is a quirky little piece that has extensive use of up-bow staccato and a couple good ornaments. It can be played very simply or a little bit more challenging with use of different shifting patterns. But basically, you want to get this really clean 3 feel of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, heavy, light, light, heavy, light, light. So even the beginning, which is sort of an almost out of tempo introduction, like a little fanfare. You want to aim for the dotted quarter notes with an accent, and go, heavy, fade out, and railroad tracks, that means take a breath, stop, lift, 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 accent on that. No, then you're at the tip because of that accent, breath. And now I like to get this a little bit faster, so you can almost take this out of tempo. Not too slow, but continue your momentum. It's a good idea to have a little finger accent on the first notes of every bar. So the first beat's always the heaviest beat in this kind of feel. So you can even do a little bit of vibrato as well as bow things. A little bit of vibrato, a speck of vibrato will actually make the note pop out a little bit more, even with without any conscious bow use. Now this is quite a few staccatos. This is 10 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, memorize your finger patterns. Then you have 1, 1. Spend a little bit more bow on your single notes, on your single slurs rather. And then up, 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 up. Okay, from here, you're shifting from 3rd position to 5th position. First finger goes from A to C sharp. The notes in 5th position on the E string are C sharp, D, E, F sharp. Let's play those a couple times. Find your note. One, 2, 3, 4. Half step between 1 and 2. Okay, this is what you're shifting to. And then you shift backwards onto 3rd finger. So C sharp is really your shifting note. That's what you're focusing around. Ghost note there, keep first finger down. Replacement shift down. And then stay, shift down to C sharp again. So C sharp is really an operative finger, or an operative note. And then you have this little mordent. This mordent is note, higher note, back to the same note. It's just a little tap of the finger. So that whole passage from measure 9 until 16 sounds like this. Whoops, I did a little trill instead of a mordent. If you do that, that's okay. Okay, then you have the same passage, but this time you're going to go even more notes down. Same. Stay. So you're doing a full D scale. All the way down and actually going past D to C sharp as your lowest note. So that's why we practice some scales. This is, how many notes is this in a row? I think it's 18 notes. 6, 6, and 4. Yep, 12. No, it's, 16. So you have to plan out the bow a lot. hit the D and measure 22, you should be about halfway through the bow. But not more than that, or you're going to run out of bow. You're going to get all choked up at the end. So save your bow. Staccato does not work super great all the way at the tip. And it doesn't work very well past about 4 inches away from the edge of the frog too. So you have to plan it out. I don't mind actually doing a bit of what we call flying staccato. Notice the wrist. I'm basically grabbing the string with my bow hair and I'm like flicking it off. This is a stroke called collé. Make little circles, little clockwise circles in the air with your fingers. So watch carefully as I do that. Once I get to about the balance point, then I'm going to start thinking collé. Before that, it really is staccato arm. And it's about getting it even. All right, then our next part is this little dancey this is really staccato too. It's really down, up, up, down, up, up. Stop the bow after every figure. Ba-dum. And really prepare all your bow strokes. Don't just go wild. You're gonna get all messed up. Careful of the bow change here, the string change. A, E. Practice your staccato on open strings. For very good clarity. All right, now our next section. Grace notes. Shift. Shift again. I like second position. You have to know your note patterns. Half step. You can also do first position. I really hate fourth finger as a trilling or mordant finger though, so I like second position instead. I could also see the wisdom in going immediately into second position here. 2. Shift into third position. Kind of nice to avoid the E string at all. It's an ugly sound. A string is so much more pretty. In any case. Now they give you an option to do 3. That's kind of like this video game Mario Brothers sound actually. And I would even play around with it to do 3-3. The high note, the A, is actually a harmonic on the A string. It's exactly halfway between the bridge and the edge of the fingerboard. Flatten out your finger a little bit more so it's not on the tip, but on the flat of the pad. And it's basically just open your finger. Shift. Same thing as before. Then you have the introduction. the same exact music as you were playing before.